Yeah, I'd like to just say a huge thank you to Tanya. So yeah, no, I've just had it's just been such a wonderful experience meeting Corey from the Old Royal Naval College. That was an introduction because of Tanya. And we had the best meeting on Friday. It was just such a wonderful experience because I've met somebody who has the same vision as I do in terms of reaching untapped audiences and communities and welcoming people to environments where they may find it a little bit intimidating, but just opening doors to audiences who don't feel that they might be comfortable in such a grand environment such as the Old Royal Naval College. So many different things can come of this. But thank you very much for Tanya, and also to you, Mark, because I met Tanya at the first ever meeting that I had here. So thank you.
Our pleasure, Farah. It's really great to hear the success stories. Some of you may remember Alex Clovis, who I don't think was able to join us today, but it was the first time he'd ever done anything like this, and he got hired the next day by Love to Visit, which was fantastic. Nadia, hello. Where are you joining us from?
Well, I'm in Bracknell at the moment, Bracknell, Berkshire, so 50 kilometers west of London. So I'm unusual because art and culture has been in my blood since childhood. Growing up, mum loved music, different composers, and then I was a total addict of visiting museums and art galleries in my late teens through my 20s. I've got a ton of books on artists and so on, but I followed a very different career because I was saying to some of my lovely colleagues that I met today that my father conditioned me through science. I wanted to study advertising and language, French, and he said, no, do the sciences. And so I studied chemistry, and that took me on a totally different path. And now I'm sort of on my last decades of work. I really want to be branching more into the creative world. I've always loved the creative people, sort of soul group, but sadly, I'm not able to share a lifestyle that you've all probably had. But I've recently, I've been specializing mostly in content strategy, content marketing, very much in commercials. So my career was in the oil industry, ExxonMobil, then Panasonic Electronics, then it was medtech, Medtronic, which was, so I've always been in the number one of the sectors, corporate sectors, so very corporate background. But now I want to really go into writing, script writing. So I'm studying journalism, film script writing. I'm really trying to upskill and get myself in the other side.
That's great. Good for you. Fantastic. I don't know if you were on our last event where we heard about the concept of Shoshan. I think it was Alistair Frost did the TED talk. This concept of Shoshan, which is coming to a subject with a child's mind. I think it's a Buddhist concept.
Very nice. Do you know,
you have the advantage of immersing yourself in our sector and our industry without all of the preconceptions that we've grown up with, perhaps. So that's great. But best of luck to you. And
can I ask one thing? When was this group founded? The network.
The network started on LinkedIn in 2010, and it's now 13,000 members in the LinkedIn group. And last November and a couple of years ago, we did a pilot event, a random speed networking event, and it worked so well. And then the shit hit the fan, obviously. And our first one was back in November, and then we did one in December and January. And this is our November, December, this is our fourth. Yeah, we're getting some great feedback, and but the key to it is it's only an hour. I know it's really kind of you to stay on a bit longer, but it's only an hour. I don't know if you're like me, but if
that's perfect though. It really is perfect. I think we live in a bite-sized world today, don't we?
Well,
to be honest.
But it's the hairpin effect, right? We're at the bend of the hairpin. The conversations follow, the collaboration follows, but it won't happen unless we do this. This is the spark for those things, which is why we wanted it to be just an hour. I don't know about you, but if I get an email saying come to our 4-hour webinar, I'm thinking.
Oh, no. Do you know, I'll just say this as well, and this is something for all of you, that when I was at the Medtronic, the last company, I went to an event at a almost like an MBA college in Slovenia, Bled. And the founder there, she's fantastic. She actually uses art to embed a lot of the training. So what I see here is so vital to everybody's learnings, actually, and it's the most diverse to enable solutions in every field that you can think of. For me, this is almost the DNA to making things happen in every area of life. So
well, yeah, I mean, I'm sure someone like Steve Jobs would agree. The only reason they had success was he allowed everybody to be creative, right? And, you know, thank you, Nadia. That's great, and good luck with that. Fantastic. Keep us posted. Hi, Elizabeth.
Hi, everyone. Well, first of all, thank you for you know, organizing this type of events, Mark. This is my first one. I'm a newbie to this, and it's just been wonderful to be able to connect to like-minded people. I wanted also to say that Nadia, your life story, your career life story is very similar to mine. So I come from a different background. I'm going through a process of career change. I'm a psychologist by background. I used to work for the NHS for quite a few years. Just came back home pre-pandemic. And I did a postgrad in intercultural communication, hoping to be able to get into the field of, you know, the artistic field. And that's why I'm here today, really. So I'm glad that I did that. And now I'm trying to kind of find my feet and to get all those connections going. So, you know, hearing your story, your life story, your career story has really kind of, you know, touched me and has kind of, you know, give me hope for the future that, you know, one can get those transferable skills into a different kind of area of work. And at the same time, like you said, it's kind of to be true to yourself. Like, you know, the kind of person who you are, the kind of things that get you started. And at some point kind of go, you know, making the choice to go through that transition, which is, it's not easy because, you know, we get conditioning and we are very habitual, you know, we are habitual human beings. And it takes a lot of courage, I guess, Nadia. You know, we have our own families and lifestyles and, you know, good salaries. And you have to make that choice, right? So yeah, it's been quite inspirational to hear your story. So thank you for sharing, and also thank you all for, you know, taking part on this type of events, and Mark for organizing. It's been very lovely to meet you all. So thank you for that.
Can I just say, Elizabeth and Nadia as well, I'm coming from the perspective of having made the change about 16 years ago, because I was actually had a background in marketing and finance for about 15 years, and then I chose to become a full-time artist and then the educator, which I've been doing for the last 16 odd years. So I can just say it has been the best decision ever. So I'm just saying that, yes, absolutely do what you're doing, enjoy every moment of the journey. And I can just say, yeah, I highly recommend doing what you're doing. So I'm loving it.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you for sharing.
Great. You three have just provided me with the most amazing case study video here, which is fantastic.
Happy to do that.
That's great. Excellent. Cool. Okay, well, I shall let you go. 20 past. Thank you for joining the after party. Leave them wanting more, as they say. Jim, was that a hand up or a wave?
It was a wave.
Excellent. That's a wave. Yeah, hopefully see you all again next time, either on the 29th of March or on the 7th of April. And if you want to help us grow this even quicker and you'd like to support us, have a look at the membership options at artsandculturenetwork.com. Farah, thank you for doing that last night and signing up.
My pleasure. I'm looking forward to exciting things to come.
Great. And Hannah, once again, be safe. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone. See you next time.
Okay. Bye. Thanks, everyone. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Bye.
Until next time.
Yeah. Bye.
Take care. Stay safe.